Thank you. Two simple words shared from the heart. Words that mean even more when they come from a person who was helped by a caring volunteer from RSVP, the Retired and Senior Volunteer Program of Lake County. Thank you is what we say for joining RSVP of Lake County. This orientation program is designed to tell you more about us, what we offer our community, who we help, and more important, how becoming an RSVP volunteer rewards you. The handbook you've received has even more information. It's yours to keep and read at your leisure. These photos of our team in action show you who RSVP benefits, but as every volunteer will tell you, there's so much more in it for them as well.
I'm Jim Perry, and I recently joined RSVP as a volunteer. When you look at the vast number of volunteers, youth coaches, people who are working in the tutoring in their kids' schools, most volunteers are not retired. I don't feel retired. I don't feel like I'm a senior. Once your families grow, you lose those immediate connections to your typical volunteer thing, the coaching, the working in the schools, the working through your youth group in church. What RSVP is able to do is rebuild that sense of community around volunteering that makes it possible to try different things, to keep doing the things that you found productive in your younger life, to be able to continue doing those in your older life.
My name is Bob Turk with RSVP.
I am Ann Turk, and I'm a volunteer with RSVP since 2009. We're both retired, and I retired a year before Bob and started volunteering in Hearts and Hammer in Willowwick, Ohio. And 2 months later, Bob retired and joined RSVP also. We do everything else together, so why not volunteer together? Other people respect it too, and we're having fun while we're doing it.
It's something that I wanted to do for a lot of different reasons. To keep busy, I have more time on my hands. It's to help people out.
And Hearts and Hammers helps low-income seniors, and the majority of them are women between 80 and 100. These ladies are praying for a miracle, and they do not know how they're going to get the garage repaired or the weeds pulled or trees cut down, and Hearts and Hammer helps them out.
Very rewarding to still be able to get out there, do what we do for these people, even though I have my own chores at home, which keeps me busy. But it is rewarding in many different ways.
When you are a volunteer, you're changing other people's lives, and at the same time, they're changing yours.
I'm going to keep doing it as long as I can. I think my wife will too.
Our mission: to provide meaningful volunteer opportunities for men and women age 55 and older to meet critical community needs and to provide a high-quality experience that will enrich the lives of volunteers. And RSVP of Lake County delivers on that promise. As part of RSVP on a national level, we're supported by the federal government through the Corporation for National and Community Service. There are over 750 RSVP projects nationwide, with nearly 500,000 volunteers. We must report our volunteer hours to the federal government every 6 months. We'll tell you more about this very important process later in the program. RSVP of Lake County began in 1973. Our chapter has nearly 900 members. We serve over 100 nonprofit government and healthcare agencies. While we receive federal dollars, RSVP receives the bulk of its funding through the Lake County Senior Citizens Levy. RSVP receives 5%, the largest portion of the budget. RSVP is sponsored by the Willoughby East Lake School District and supplies a great many volunteers to the schools. Quality schools are critical to creating and establishing quality communities. The help RSVP volunteers provide to teaching and administrative staffs is a formula for success.
I'm Tim Hammond, principal of Thomas Jefferson Elementary School in Willoughby. Today's lesson: a by-the-numbers look at how volunteers benefit our community. On average, RSVP of Lake County volunteers contribute 140,000 hours of service. That's about 900 volunteers a year, serving at over 80 different nonprofit, government, and healthcare agencies in Lake County. The independent sector calculates the dollar value of volunteer time in Ohio to be $18.46. If you take the 140,000 hours of service from RSVP members and multiply it by the independent sector dollar value of $18.46, then RSVP members' dollar contribution is $2,584,400. Wow. Over $2 million RSVP volunteers are contributing to agencies in Lake County that are fulfilling the community's needs. And it's a value that keeps growing year after year. Thank you, RSVP.
But that's just half of the equation.
My name is Diana Lewis, and I'm a resident of Geauga County. And I've been a teacher for 35 years and recently retired 2 years ago. Every time I call up RSVP and I say, what do you have going on this month? They have a ton of activities that I could choose from. I volunteer for several different programs. One of them is for the developmentally disabled adults in Lake County. We have a book club that we meet twice a month. I do another program called Babes in the Lake County elementary schools with first graders, where we do a puppet show that helps them to improve or help them with their self-esteem. RSVP provides you so many opportunities, and you can go, you try it. If you like it, you continue it. If you don't, you move on to something else.
Retired Senior and Volunteer Program of Lake County proudly serves 80 different community agencies. We're everywhere, and that means we're able to find the volunteer opportunity that's right for you. We conduct thorough and thoughtful placement efforts, listening to our clients' needs and listening to what our volunteers tell us they want to gain from their experience. With so many different agencies and organizations to choose from, there's bound to be more than one perfect match. But what if you're new to volunteering? What if you just aren't sure where you fit in? Count on RSVP to help you identify your skills and interests and to offer suggestions on where you might best apply them. We contact the agencies, schedule your interviews, confirm your placement, and conduct follow-up to assure that you're pleased with the assignment. We recommend making several interviews to get a good sense of what you and the organizations have to offer. Sometimes things just don't work out. We understand, which is why we'll handle the awkward situations too. Remember, we're asking you to share one of your most valued gifts, your time, so your satisfaction is important to us. Pursue your passion or open yourself up to a new experience. Volunteering lets you do both.
Hi, I'm Louise Klebe from Paynesville, Ohio. I've been a volunteer with RSVP since 2006. I worked at Lake East Hospital for 20 years. I have 3 children, all grown in empty nest syndrome, so I retired from nursing and decided to do some volunteer work. And fortunately, with finding RSVP, I was able to make new friends, find new activities. It's a very rewarding experience.
My name's Deputy Chief Pete Grenzy. I'm with the City of Mentor and the Mentor Fire Department. Firemen always need training. We build miniature cities, and then we take individuals that we're trying to train to be in command situations, and we throw different situations at them. And that way they can actually picture something with these little buildings that we can put a pretend fire in one, or we can say that this road is blocked, and so they can actually visualize it at the same time. What we do is, they're called tabletop scenarios. There's companies that do this for thousands and thousands of dollars. Because of this volunteer, build these little buildings, we're able to change it up so it's always new for the individuals. Along the same lines as a model railroader, you build miniature buildings. Because of Philip Quick, we were able to save thousands of dollars. We reused materials, the buildings that he constructed, for various scenarios. So we're not having to buy this time and time again. We've used this for a number of times, and we'll be able to use it for many more years. And so that's a tremendous cost savings for the community.
Keeping track of volunteer hours is one of the most important tasks you will perform for RSVP. Doing so provides needed information to our federal government and legislators. A show of hours tells them about the types of services we provide and helps them assess our performance, all to aid in their decision to adequately fund RSVP programs. In addition to filling out time forms, you can help RSVP track your work by making sure you sign in and out of your station each time you volunteer. Let RSVP know of any volunteer station changes or changes in your personal address or phone number. Check to see who should submit the completed form each month. Some volunteer stations have coordinators to handle this. Keeping your time forms is simple. Let's walk through the steps together. Your forms must be returned by the 5th of the following month. Separately, record each day an assignment by writing down the date and the total hours per day. Just a total of your hours is sufficient, and along with it, a brief summary of your assignment, such as office work or mailings. Let's say you're required to travel to different locations for the same station. A good example is aboard the American Red Cross Bloodmobile. Then, you must record each location and assignment separately on your form. Your completed form must have your signature and the signature of someone in authority at your volunteer assignment. This need not be a supervisor, rather, any staff member or authorized volunteer qualifies. Remember, in order to remain an active member of RSVP, you must have current hours. RSVP staff members can answer any questions you have about recording your hours, including the ability to do so through email. We're pleased and proud to share a wide variety of benefits, rewards, and recognition for your service. Here's a sampling of some of the things you'll enjoy as an RSVP volunteer. We want you to feel safe and protected. All active RSVP members receive free accident and liability insurance through SEMA Insurance. That means, should you sustain injuries while volunteering, your out-of-pocket medical expenses are covered under the plan. Please consult the handbook for complete coverage details. Should you be injured while volunteering, please call the RSVP office within 3 days to report the accident. There are also valuable script-saved prescription cards, free Lake Tran public transportation services, the informative RSVP newsletter and website featuring want ads with new volunteer opportunities, and for those who qualify, mileage and meal reimbursements. And each year, we host our Volunteer Recognition event, an eagerly anticipated gala where selected volunteers who have demonstrated an exceptional level of service are honored in front of their peers and community leaders.
Well, I was honored to be chosen as Volunteer of the Year, and I only accept the honor on behalf of all the great volunteers from Lake County in RSVP. I thank all of them. I didn't expect any recognition because I like volunteering just to be able to help other people.
Well, for anybody out there who's not sure about volunteering, what I'd say to them is try it. There's so many opportunities out there. You'll find something that fits and you'll love it. When you get up in the morning, you can't wait to see what's next.
On behalf of everyone at Retired and Senior Volunteer Program of Lake County, thank you for watching this program and for your commitment to become a volunteer. We look forward to working with you and helping you experience the pride that comes from giving of yourself to others. Should you have any questions about joining RSVP of Lake County, we're here to help. Just call 440-269-3015. The work you do, the time you share, makes an invaluable, immeasurable difference in the lives of so many in our community. Thank you.
I've experienced things as a volunteer that I could not have experienced, and that's automatically enriching if you go at it with an open heart.